Hey YouTubers, what's going on? Back with you with another knife review. And as the title states, we're talking about the Chris Reeves Mnandi. Love these leather slips they come in. Think twice, cut once. Super nice. Nice soft leather. So this is the Mnandi in snakewood, which is one of the more harder to find cover materials, handle materials. So it's a gorgeous knife, guys. It's small. Perfect gentleman's folder. Nice and lightweight. Nice materials, titanium frame lock. It's still a one-handed opener, that nail nick. Nice and smooth as every Chris Reeve knife is. But I got this knife because I've been into traditional knives lately. And this is not a traditional knife, but I think, like the title states, it's bridging the gap between traditionals, like your Barlows, or this GEC here. You got, and these are more modern traditionals, obviously, but you got the nice ebony wood here, the jig bone, you know, those kind of features. With the Mnandi, you have the wood handles, similar to a traditional knife, similar in size to a traditional knife. That Barlow, very, very similar in size. Yeah, you have modern features like S30VN steel, titanium frame lock. So the Mnandi, for me, is the modern slip joint, or the modern traditional, because it's not a slip joint, it's locker, but locking folder, but kind of like the modern traditional folder is what I like to think of it, because it's got that nice snakewood inlays, and a lot of Chris Reeves knives are that way. I mean, this is my Sebenza 21 you guys have seen before. This is definitely more modern with the carbon fiber, but you can find a lot of these models with just the plain titanium, or even the inlaid models, which are some of my favorites. The snakewood Indian inlaid Sebenza is high on my want list, because I love the snakewood, but Cocobolo, they come with all kinds of different options. But the Mnandi is, you know, you could take the pocket clip off, easily slip it into that slip. You can put it on your, you know, it's got a nice clip, it's not too obtrusive, carries so nicely. And it's a small knife, guys. I mean, it's overall length, and this is one of the things that I just can't understand when people do reviews and stuff. They don't, or so many websites have the specs wrong on this knife. They all said it was 3.5 inches closed when it's clearly more like, you know, almost 3 3/4 inches closed, and it's maybe 3.7 inches closed. So it's bigger. This is 3.5 inches closed. You can see the Mnandi is slightly longer than the TC Barlow. So I thought that was going to be too small. It's actually not. I mean, it is a small knife, don't get me wrong. You're under a 3-inch blade. What are we on here? Almost 3 inches. Just shy of 3-inch blade. If you look at the Sebenza, small Sebenza, you put them pivot to pivot, you can definitely tell the Sebenza's blade is longer, but not by a ton. So it is a smaller knife than the Sebenza. So if your small Sebenza is too small for you, the Mnandi would be too small. I find it to be just right. There's nothing hanging out. It's got great ergonomics in this position. You got this nice thumb ramp here with the jimping. But this, again, this is not a modern folder. This is a more gentleman's folder, more traditional style, where you're going to use probably 2 hands to open it. You can use it one-handed. Like I mentioned, you can kind of get your thumb in there. This is the older nail nick version, I believe. 99% sure of this knife. Yeah, because the new ones have S35VN, so this has got to be an older one. It also has the older D10, which I've heard is easier to one-hand open these knives. So look at that perfect centering. Just so smooth. I mean, you gotta love Chris Reeves knives. They're just perfect examples, every one of them. Never had a bad one. So it's a traditional folder in a modern folder's body, in my opinion. Love the snakewood inlays, but you do get a locking folder. It is a one-handed opener, and it does have premium steel. Well, more premium than 1095 carbon steel, anyway. So it's kind of bridging that gap, you know. If you looked at this Barlow, and you looked at that, and you saw that, you'd think, you know, it's kind of a mix of both, you know. So really digging the Mnandi. I've always wanted one. I've always thought they were just gorgeous, gorgeous knives. Perfect gentleman's folder. something to wear in a suit, something to wear in, you know, on Sundays, your church clothes or whatever. So, love the Mnandi. Little lightweight guy. I mean, it weighs under 2 ounces, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Which is a good thing for this size of knife. 1.5 ounces. Jeez Louise, that is nothing. Last knife I reviewed, the Riate, was almost 8 ounces. So this is about six of those. Would equal one of those in weight. Just a cool knife. Beautiful snakewood is a gorgeous material. He said these aren't as common to find. I got a really good deal on this on the exchange blade forums. Didn't pay near full price for this one, so. But I've been enjoying carrying it and using it as a secondary folder, or like I said, a gentleman's folder. Like sometimes I'll just carry it the clip. Sometimes I'll carry it in this. Sometimes I'll carry it in my medium caddy by Hanks by Hank that I reviewed on my EDC video. So I definitely recommend it if you have looking for a nice gentleman folder or have some money. This is heirloom quality, man. This is something you can pass down to your kids, you know, that will last you a lifetime. So some people scoff at the price of Chris Reeve's knives, but how many knives are going to last your whole lifetime, and how many of them are this elegant and nice, you know, looking that you're going to want to pass it down. So, alright guys, that's a short look at the Mnandi. Just wanted to knock out another video. I'm feeling a little bit better from having the flu, and wanted to been wanting to do this one for a while now. Kind of, like I said, bridging that gap between traditional and modern folders. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Any comments or questions, leave them down below, and we'll see you next time.